Hope you're doing good. Micah back here to talk about the Galaxy Watch Ultra and a couple bands that I got, which are these two right here. One's already on the watch itself, and this beautiful silver one here. The band that came with my Galaxy Watch Ultra by default is this marine orange band, and I'm not going to front, it is a comfortable band, and this is the small variant, which is also nice, so it didn't really provide that much extra bulk on the wrist, but it is kind of a bulky, more of a bulky band nonetheless. And because the watch itself is so big, you know, it just starts to feel overwhelming on the wrist. So as much as I like that orange band, and I'll leave the links in the description if you are interested in the marine orange band. I had to get me a couple new bands, and they're by a company called Coretta, or at least that's the name of the bands. And they make these bands for several different watches, and thankfully they came through with the Galaxy Watch Ultra. And this is the one of the bands here. It's a gapless black bracelet band that I really like. I think the only thing that I don't like about it is that it is just a tad bit thin here, but ultimately I don't mind it because it kind of presents itself as a Milanese band, low key, and it's nice, lightweight. It's got a nice light heft to it. So upon showing you the silver one here, it's got a nice little heft to it. Light heft, I should say. Light heft is what I'm trying to say. And I think that it feels good. Like, it doesn't feel heavy on the wrist. It actually complements the watch very well, and I like the gapless form instead of like kind of like a loop clasp. I like the gapless clasp here because it makes it feel even much more so like a watch. And I would like to try this silver one on the Galaxy Watch Ultra that I have. I do have the titanium gray, so I would like to try that on this watch as well. The only problem that I'm having is I don't have nails like that, and so if I go ahead and show you guys real quick, the underbelly of the Galaxy Watch Ultra, which is going to be kind of hard to show you, but you see there's a little button right here. You have to push that like all the way in order to release the actual band from its mechanism. And I pushed it halfway, and I mean it took me for I had to have my wife help me because it was that bad. Yeah, and see, once I see, and you start pressing buttons and everything. So, one of the things I do not like is that it's not easy to release the bands with Samsung's new system, at least for me, and that's just because I don't have nails, and I'm not going to take some other device like a knife or something and try to pry it in there in order to release the band. So, my wife's going to have to be around me quite often, or I might finally just have to grow out some nails on my thumbs so that way I can push release the band from the actual watch and release it. So that's the only thing that's holding me back personally from actually swapping my bands out like that often. There is a titanium band that I will be having in soon that I will show you guys as well that I think I'm going to really like because it might add a little extra thickness to this that I like, but it's lighter due to the titanium build. But this is really good. I think it's 316L steel. So links will be in the description box for you guys if you guys are interested in these bands. But this black one looks very clean. It looks very flush. It adds to the complement of this watch as it is. And I think the silver one would be a nice off color for contrast purposes if I can get it on and off. But for sure, rocking this black one is really nice. Now, I have a I'm about a 6.25 inch on my wrist, so 6.25 inches. I may have shrunk down to like 6 1/5, like 6.15 or 6 in general. I may have shrunk down just because I've been kind of losing some weight. A lot of it's been water weight, but I took off about 5 links. Now this feels a little tight, but it's on my wrist, and I'm fine with that. I'd rather it be more snug than real loose because then it's more liable to banging against stuff. But when it's on the wrist, it feels good. And because I swapped out the bands, as you guys can see, I don't have that same gap in between, you know, in this space and in this space here. It's much more flush on the wrist. You can see that this 47 mil is really pushing it, but it is on the wrist very comfortably. And it does kind of remind me of one of my classic timepieces I have, which is 47, 48 mil lug to lug. It's an Orient watch. So if you guys into watches, check them out for sure. But this is this is a comfortable feel for me. And of course, your weight will kind of fluctuate throughout the day, so you'll feel the watch loosen up once it's on the wrist. And if I had to, I'll put another link back in. But I took 5 links out. So if you have a wrist that's between 6 inches and 6.25 inches, 5 links would be perfect to take out, and you'll feel the watch presence pretty well on your wrist. You can move. It's not suffocating or cutting off circulation or nothing like that. So this is what I like about this band here, is that it's beautiful. I mean, it just makes it feel like a watch again. Not that this one doesn't, but I also know I won't be wearing this to do a lot of working out unless I don't mind the metal on my wrist. I'll just be using my Apple Watch for that because it's a lot easier to remove the bands with their system, even though I would have preferred how Samsung does it. But I think either system is fine because it's supposed to be quick release, and right now Samsung actually is failing a little bit on that quick release system. So you get 2 bands, a silver and a black, and the links will be down in the description box below for you guys. So if you guys are into that, definitely check it out. This is what your box will look like right here. It will say band right there for smartwatch. Coretta, it's a sticker, 2-pack, shows you the various different watches. And then on the inside, you do get a link remover tool, which is nice. You don't have to have your own. I had my own to remove my links, but it does come with one. Comes with those 2 bands, and then I just put everything back in here, and I'm gonna shelve this somewhere in my drawer. I need to clean out my watch drawer. It's real messy, so that way I can get things a little more organized. I got a lot of stuff in regards to watches. Let me know down in the comment section below. Are you guys into the Galaxy Watch Ultra? Do you have one? Do you have the Watch 7? They will have bands for the Watch 7 as well. The comment section is open for discussion. But again, as always, you guys haven't already, make sure to like the like button, subscribe, channel notification bell. It's all free to have some videos, so you and I can sit back, relax, see what's cracking. Don't forget to hit that super thanks button down there by the like and dislike button, Cash App, PayPal, and check the channel out for all the videos available to you. That's where to keep tech fresh and alive on this channel. It's your man Micah signing out. Until the next video. Wait for it.